Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Cruyff drives it in. He's having a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cruyff plays it short. He's got away. Gnabry through. Oh, what a climb! In he goes again! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Ibrahimovic really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2 then. Cruyff with the short one. And that's really well manoeuvred. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is ended up in no man's land. Out towards the flank. Cross to the back post. Chance! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And yes, it's him again. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And the pass is intercepted. Araujo, Caicedo. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Oh, he's found support out wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Cruyff, Gnabry. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Carvajal. Delivery from Danny climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Couldn't squeeze it through. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Caicedo. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Yamal's cross. Adams gets it away. Colwill, almost half an hour in now. And it's Caicedo. Oh, this is real chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Big header! Just off target. Now it's Batistuta. that pass isn't the best. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Chance for a shot! It's anyone's ball now. Caicedo. Pass somewhat off target. Sergi. Darren Fletcher conjures time and space where few can. Played out wide. Some really good ball movement. Gnabry. And this is Ibrahimovic. Played out to the right. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Hangs in a cross. A mighty effort! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Colwell gets flagged offside. James. Shifted upfield, and here's Yamal. Foot in. Sergi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Palmer. Oh, cracking ball. Sergi gets good distance on it. Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Caicedo. Passing is crisp and sharp. João Pedro. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, 2-0. You're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time.
Ricordiamo a tutti I tifosi che sul maxi schermo è possibile vedere la piantina dello stadio.
Here we go again.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
James. Yamal. Darren Fletcher. Caicedo. Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Pedro Neto tries to play it through. And they've got rid. Nicked it back promptly. That has not gone well. Now, what about a counter-attack? Chips it through. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's a pretty loose pass. Great vision. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Caicedo. And it's Palmer. Palmer will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Caicedo. And here's Lewandowski. Palmer! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Danger averted for now. Now it's Batistuta. Great ball if he can get there. And he's got the beating of his man. Good claim. No margin for error there. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 50.000.
And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's fabulous. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Pedro Neto in towards the back stick. And he's there to clear it. And now the breakaway. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Tries to thread one through. Gnabry.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He is through here. Batistuta. Yamal. Palmer. Can he get onto this? Oh, played right into his path. And he's certainly onside here. No, he's not getting past him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
That's going to go a long way. Balde spots it and intercepts.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Great defending, strong and determined. Fletcher. Caicedo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He has found a way through. Yamal. Here comes the cross.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now, can they get him away?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. A probing pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Ah, that's a fine interception. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. And that's put paid to a promising move. Balde. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Caicedo. Goes looking wide. Played into space out wide.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 13. Numero 24.
Yildiz wins the duel this time.
Numero 7.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Somewhat off target. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
Il numero 19.
Carvajal could try cutting inside here. 1 minute to add according to the board. And there goes the final whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
Now it's Olise. Olise stood up well to him there. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's put paid to a promising move. It's a really well-measured ball. Nice interception, well timed. And here's the chance to counter. Thinks about the shot. Oh, smashing header! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Fluminense are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And he's only too happy to take that back. No way through, so back it comes. Looking to play him in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Torres. And the shot's on here. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's got away. Couldn't squeeze it through. Olise providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's quick to get it clear again. Can he get on the end of this? Nicely weighted. Mbappe! And the counter is on. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit.
It's Asa! And that is doing no harm at all. That has not gone well. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Beckham, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Xabi Alonso. Can he get it through?
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
That has ended up in no man's land. That's a good ball out wide. Ibrahimovic. Otamendi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, no joy this time. It's a pretty loose pass. Now, can they get him away? Beckham. Carvajal. Olise. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Olise. And there's the end of the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So your views on the first half?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Leading 1-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Could be danger here! Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. Messi engages and forces him off the ball. Jordan Henderson. Carvajal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Darren Fletcher. And it's Carvajal. Olise. He's in plenty of space here. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Deliver. Big header! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, shooting chance! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Serginho does really well to win the ball there. Carvajal. And that has left him in a heap. Threads one in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Not the most accurate pass. It's played through for him, and he's certainly onside here. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
He'll fancy himself from here. Beckham! Mbappe. Xavi Alonso. He's found a way through. Cruyff. Carvajal. And there's green grass ahead of him. Beckham. Now the delivery. A header! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And it's Beckham. Olise. There's the header! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Fluminense are looking to go forward now. And he's had it nicked away. Carvajal, great vision. Olise in acres of space out wide. Pass somewhat off target. Cruyff, real chance! He's got a goal! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. It is a good finish, and that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're underway. Darren Fletcher playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
And it's Scholes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckham. Spread neatly. Puskás is herring after that one. Jordan Henderson. And Carvajal. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's well spotted. Vitinha. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is good alertness. Scholes. Now this could be a chance. Ibrahim shapes to shoot! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
There's the header! They've done it! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Platini. Henderson gets rid without sophistication. It's a good spell of possession, this. Lampard looking to pen. Lampard! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Costa Curta. Now he's off and running. Puskás can see things others simply cannot. And he's chosen to go back. Beckham aims beyond the defence. Cruyff. Pass is just off target. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Scholes. Very nicely done. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's on it, can he get away? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vitinha. And it's Lampard. Oh, good take in a good area. And this is them. Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Thinks about the shot. Van Dijk gets it clear. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bonucci. Scholes. Vitinha. Beckham.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Cruyff. steaming on goal. And a chance! Goal! And they're back in front. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well, they can break here. He's in plenty of space here. And he's taking no chances there. Puskas, Dembele, and there's his chance to lead the counter. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's heaved it away. Now it's Scholes. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Michel Platini. Oh, that's sweet, almost tell it's Lampard! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Puskas. And he's in on goal. Lovely bit of skill. He has found the way through. Henderson is there and he can get that clear. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Platini. Darren Fletcher. He came in hard, very hard. Can he get on the end of this? Can he spark a counter here? Cruyff. Might be dangerous. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Zimbabwe clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Played up towards the front line.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gnabry.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Pass somewhat off target. Darren Fletcher. And here's Platini. Oh, facing up to his adversary. He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. Back to within 1. Interesting. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22.
So,
Becker.
time for changes
Numero
on
18.
both sides, actually.
Ibrahimovic.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Il numero 14.
Vitinha.
Cambio di giocatori.
Great pressure, plenty of it. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just about up to 75 minutes. He's got away. Adams can get it clear. Looking for a runner. Now it's Cruyff. Olise providing an outlet on that flank. And it's hoisted clear. That's a throw. And here's Sergi. Carvajal. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Schneider. Eto. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Foot in. Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Olise looking to run onto it. That'll be a throw-in. Swings in across.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Very much into the last knockings. Now it's Eto. And he's managed to get free. Fired deep. He rises! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Pull it. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Zimbabwe really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And this is good now. Big chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the
Il qualche
post.
uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Chance to deliver. And that should get the job done. Nicked it back promptly. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. Now, can they get him away? And the flag has stayed down, and he's shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the... Oh, it's fallen kindly here! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Big header! Gullit gets into some space. And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Sorloth. Vitinha. And it's Rodri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nice control. A probing pass. Spread neatly. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Mbappe. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Now it's Gnabry. Now the ball's gone astray. Rodri. Milan looking to pass their way through. Dunk. Here's Rodri.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Passing nice and neat. Raul. And this is Raul. Terrific header. Goal, Milan! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Mbappe. Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rodri. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's McTominay. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Raul. Beckham. Ibrahimovic. And the counter is on. Cruyff. Gnabry. Gnabry is fouled. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So who's he going to be aiming for here? That pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Gnabry. Rodri. Raul. 30 minutes gone. Cruyff. Ibrahimovic.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they're quick to get it back.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Cross into the box. Looking for a runner. Can he get onto this? Raul gets into a good position. Vitinha puts them all in. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's McTominay.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Jordan Henderson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Rodri. Vitinha. Now it's Sorloth. That's a shade optimistic. And that's another good win of the ball. Into the channel. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a promising position. And he's whipped it across. Deftly away. Vitinha. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about...
Sorloth! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now it's Cruyff. Saliba defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's run loose here. Raul. And that's surely a foul, free kick.
Sostituzioni di giocatori. Numero 22.
He certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Numero 9.
So, a genuine chance to increase the lead.
Scores il numero 13.
Vitinha! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, what a climb! It's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And it's Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Vitinha gets into some space. Nice defending, it's got the job done.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è
And
di
now the breakaway.
52.044 spettatori.
Batistuta. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's a delicate pass. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Koundé. Rodri. Sergi powering forward here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Sergi is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Cruyff in with the challenge. Mbappe. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Raul. And that's a good ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18. Ibrahimovic.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 21.
Mbappe!
Il numero 15.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, that's been cut out, well played. Great vision. Messi. Zubimendi. He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! Oh, super goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the lead is extended still further. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A case now of complete control. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And he's in on goal. Close, it's full on! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Has a look and place it forward.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Batistuta. Saliba. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Played out towards the right wing. Lofted in. Henderson clears it away.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.